Hi everybody, my name is Tom Stewart. Welcome to Line of the Week number 290, Motif Development Using Melodic Rhythms. It's time again to take a rhythm, add notes to it, and then improvise with it over tunes. This form of improvisation is called motif development. You could describe the motif development process as first, clearly establishing an idea, second, develop the idea, third, recapitulate the idea. This is often compared to telling a story, but using the language of music. There are many good ways of doing it, and I don't recommend following rigid rules. The point of these videos is to give you some ideas and play some examples of what I'm talking about. The chord progression for this week's line is in A major. The motif development tools I'm using in this example are melodic variation and extension. Melodic variation refers to the same rhythm with different notes. Extension means material added immediately before or after a motif or motif fragment. Before I get to the line of the week, and so we're all on the same page, here are the chords to the progression. The chords are C major 7, B minor 7, B flat major 7, A minor 7, F major 7, G7, resolving to A major 7. Here are the chord scales I'm using for this week's line. The chord scales are useful because they contain chord tones and agreeable tensions. I use the notes from this chord sound to form changes on the fretboard. I use notes from these shapes, often resolving non-harmonic tones by half step at or near the point of chord change. You could use any vocabulary you prefer because the focus here is on melodic rhythms and motif development. You could use chord tones, guide tones, chord scales, or a combination. Also, many chords have more than one scale choice. The chord scales I'm using for today's chord progression are G pentatonic, D pentatonic, F major, C pentatonic, C major, D melodic minor, E pentatonic. Here's the melodic rhythm I'm using this week. It is 6 consecutive eighth notes starting on the downbeat of beat 4. You can try it in your own music with any instrument, any style. Here's the line of the week with guitar pro backing to make sure I'm getting the notes and the rhythm accurate. Let's look specifically at the line of the week. In measure 1, circled in red, there is the original motif, meaning the melodic rhythm with notes to fit the harmony. Measure 2 contains a melodic variation of the original motif. The rhythm is similar to the original motif, but the notes are changed to fit the chord. Measure 3 contains a melodic variation, followed by an extension in measure 4. Measure 6 contains a melodic variation, followed by an extension at the end of measure 6 and into measure 7. There is another melodic variation at the end of measure 7, followed by an extension in measures 8 and 9 to end the line. Let me shift gears and ask you to head over to my website, stewartjazz.com, where you will find an instructional video which deals with the fingerstyle shapes I use. All my major, pentatonic, melodic minor, and diminished shapes are included in the video and associated PDF files. The files contain regular notation, tab, left-hand fingering, right-hand fingering, hammer-ons, and pull-offs. The video and files are $10, and your purchase helps to support the channel. So that's all for this week. Take the melodic rhythm and see what you can do with it in your own music. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.